Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back, everybody. It's another week. It's another Juicy Goss.
Hi, Reggie. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel and the podcast. And Bertie's in the background. We got a new.
We have a special guest called Bertie this week.
Special guest. How was your Valentine's Day, Ella?
It was really cute, actually. Got a cheeky vegan Domino's. Had some chocolate, you know. A bit of a. So I don't know if I've mentioned it, but I'm trying to be a bit of a vegan. That's what I'm calling it, a bit of a vegan, because I don't think I'm fully vegan. I'm just trying to make lifestyle changes, but I completely forgot that I was a vegan. Like over the weekend.
You had a cheese pizza.
No, I had a vegan pizza. No, I went for a walk and I just got a Starbucks, and I don't know why. I just forgot to ask for not milk, and I was drinking it I was like, oh shit. Because I don't know why, I just automatically think that people will just get me oat milk, but I forgot that that's not a thing.
Yeah, because if you're just doing it naturally, then you can forget.
Yeah, because I just do it in my house. It's just natural, but then I'd very rarely actually go out now, so I just assume people know I'm a vegan. I feel like, I don't know why. Yeah. But yeah, that's just my weekend.
It was an honest mistake.
Yeah, and then I have eaten. I'll get them. I have been eating these.
Oh, were they a gift?
Yeah, there's about 4 left.
I actually did have some of them because my lovely friend Lauren dropped me over a Valentine's Day gift.
Oh my god, I saw that. It was so cute.
So cute. So it was
She's
matching.
She's a really thoughtful friend, I think.
She honestly is. She's the best gift giver. She goes above and beyond, and I know she'll be watching because she always watches our videos. But she brought me and Bertie over a matching bandana and
from her business.
Scrunchie from her business, yeah. So that was cute. So and that had some of those chocolates in it, and I really liked them.
Oh my god, they're Moorish. I just keep I'm like, oh, I'll have another one.
Pop it in.
As well, I haven't had real chocolate since December, so I'll just be like, oh, it's actually really creamy.
Oh yeah, wait a sec. I thought you were vegan. And you're eating them.
Exactly, but I've got these chocolates now.
Not just the Starbucks.
I've had a bit of a fail of a weekend, but I'm getting back on it now.
Oh wow, back on the bandwagon.
Back on the vegan bandwagon.
The actual Valentine's Day was shocking weather, which really made it difficult, especially in a lockdown.
It was okay in the morning. I don't know if you saw it in the morning, but me and Joe tried to see each other right at 9 a.m. So he was here at 9 a.m.
That's very early.
Going for what? This is just so we can spend as long as the daylight gives us, basically.
That's a good
idea. Then after around lunchtime, it started to rain. So.
Well, I saw Ed in the afternoon, so then it did pretty much start raining, and it was a bit of a disaster. But we got some food from a really delicious Greek place in Leamington for lunch.
Oh no, really?
Have you still not been there?
No, can we go? Can we go on a little lunch date?
Absolutely, because they're open now. You just walk in, and I think I waited maybe 10 minutes for the food. It was not bad at all.
I just haven't been into Leamington town for literally over a year. I just haven't. Because it opened
Well,
in
there's
lockdown,
a new pizza place.
Oh, I've
seen that. There's a new pizza place.
Dodo's.
Yes. Is it like a build your own kind of thing?
I think so. I downloaded the app, and they have really cool pizza, a really quite different pizza than a Domino's, you know what I mean? Quite cool. They do vegan as well, which is good.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we need to let the dog out again. Right, do not come back in. That's it. So I saw that and I wondered whether you would have seen it because I know you'd like that kind of thing. But yeah, me and you can definitely go because what me and Ed got was just it was the chicken. Is it called gyros or euros?
Gyros or something, yeah.
But we got it as a meal, so you have it not in a wrap, and then you have it with peri fries, peri fries. But you can swap out the chicken for anything, including halloumi.
Oh my goodness.
Which would be delish. By the way, just because I think it might annoy you when you look back, you had little tag things hanging out of your shoulder.
Oh, I need to chop them off. It's the first time I've worn it. That's why. I'm trying to. I have no clothes here, guys. I have no clothes. So I'm having to just wear, this is the start of my spring wardrobe. I'm just going to have to put this on because I've worn all my clothes on the podcast now. It's just like a...
What is it?
It's just from Zara. It's just like a...
What? I just saw some
underboots. It's cropped. It's just like a top. But I just started to buy like some spring basics, basically, just because.
Yeah,
why not? Idea. We're not going to be out till spring, so.
It's got to be done. Well,
it was like £3 in the sale as well.
Bargain. Well, guys, I'll tell you. I had my first ever flowers this Valentine's Day.
Oh, it was really cute. I saw it.
And yet, better than any normal flowers, this was, I love a gimmick. So, Percy Pig flowers. Why would you not get Percy Pig ones?
I love that
like,
he went to M&S as well.
Yeah. I presume he probably like went and did the food shop with his mum, or I don't even know. But
Ellie, give him a bit more credit. He picked them.
Okay, maybe he went out of his way. He might have. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him.
Because that's a really cute gift.
It is so cute, and it comes with a Percy Pig as well. Pack of Percy Pigs. And he was like, I don't get it. Like, obviously they're nice, but surely you would prefer something else for like the money that costs. And I was like, no. Like, I'm gonna be happy for like a solid week now looking at those flowers. So, and then when I was leaving, I was like, by the way, I love them so much, so you should definitely do it more often. He was like, okay. So
I was asking Joe what the boy equivalent to flowers would be.
Right.
And he said, because I was like, would it be like a cactus? Like, what would you want? And he was like, no.
That's cute, you know.
The boy equivalent to flowers would be me buying him 4-pack of beers and say, I will leave you alone for the whole night to go on your game. That's what he said.
To be fair, that does make sense.
And then I bought him a bottle of wine. I said, this is my invitation to leave you alone for one night of your choice, where you can drink the bottle of wine and you can play your game and I won't annoy you. So he's quite happy with that.
And did you play your game?
No, did you?
We played half of it because I don't know whether ours are different or whether they're the same.
I think it might take quite a while, does it?
Yeah, because it's... Actually, I wanted to ask you, like, do you remember what, like, the name of yours was? Because I didn't know whether we had, like, different stories or whether it was the same story. Do you know what I mean?
I haven't opened it.
Because once you open it, find out what it is, because if they're different, we could swap them at the end and, like, do the different ones.
I think Megan's bought it as well. Sorry to intrude the podcast.
Yeah, if they're different stories, then that would be good. But they are quite big, so inside mine was 2 files.
Yeah, I think we're going to save it for when we can actually have like a longer time together, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it would take a while. It's definitely like a dinner and then glasses of wine kind of situation. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, Ella found this great idea for Valentine's Day and then I copied her. It's basically like a murder mystery. On TikTok.
I feel like
case file.
Even people may have seen it.
Yeah.
Because me and Joe, for my birthday, he booked me and him to do a escape room, and it was actually so fun. It's really not something I would ever do, but I actually found it so fun. I said to Ellie that we should do it as like a double date thing, and anyway, I found this thing on TikTok, and it's like same thing, but like
same kind of idea,
same concept, but obviously at home. But and it's only £8 if you type it in on Amazon, like case file or something. Yeah, it literally comes up and it's £8. So,
and it's
the one on TikTok's £30.
Don't be put off by the fact that it says that it could take like a month, because it doesn't take a month. It took like 4 days to arrive, I think, or like it was less than a week it took to get to my house.
It came like the next day for me, or the second next day.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we both had good Valentine's days, like despite the weather and the lockdown.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that I got some flowers. Like I'm just buzzing, absolutely buzzing about it. But yeah, so what's happened this past week? There's been quite a few things to discuss.
Yeah, I feel
on
like
the interwebs and in the press. So I think one of the main things that people have been seeing online right now
is Kendall Jenner's vagina.
Literally naked Kendall Jenner, basically. But this storyline has quite a lot to it. Like, there's when me and Ella were just talking, like I was like, oh, blah 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 about this, and she was like, oh, blah blah about this. So there's like 2 different stories going on.
Yeah.
What I've been seeing is a lot of like conversations about like body positivity about it, and like whether she's a bad role model because of it, and then there's the other side where people are like, that's her body, you are now shaming her for the opposite thing. Like, she looks incredible. If you don't like seeing that, then there's all these people have been like, there's a block button for a reason. Like, if it's damaging your mental health,
you don't have to follow these people. Yeah, obviously, like, it is crazy. She's actually just so lean and so like a bean. She's like a big long bean. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think even if I saw somebody that like stunning, I'd just be like quite shell shocked. Do you know what I mean? Just in a real life, because obviously online she just seems not like a real person. Do you know what I mean?
It's interesting you say that, actually, because I was just thinking, like, everyone's been saying about the picture, like, oh my god, she's so perfect, she's so blah blah blah. I don't know if it's necessarily that she has the perfect body. I think it's more so like, we don't that often see someone that's so much anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, she is so tall and so slim, it's interesting to look at.
Yeah, and she's very like symmetrical. She's obviously a supermodel. She knows how to carry herself. Like, there's so many things that you can't, like, bloody just say, let's say Barbara from Birmingham, she might be slim, lean, but she has not been like beautiful. She's not been trained to be a supermodel. She's not been trained to carry herself like Kendall Jenner. So you could never compare yourself to that, because in reality, that's her job. Like, her job is to actually be a beautiful person. Like, that's just how it is.
So what's your kind of, like, when you see that picture, what do you kind of feel? I'd be like interested to know if it's like,
I never really find myself comparing my own self to people like that, because I just think in reality you see it all the time. Like, money makes somebody look a certain way, obviously, and I'm just never gonna have that sort of money. But I don't know, I just think she looked beautiful, but it didn't really like make me sad or anything. I thought they all looked amazing. I know I saw a TikTok and it was like a guy, and he was like, oh girls, I just want to like know what body type you would prefer to have, Kendall or Kylie. They were comparing. Everyone was like, Kendall. I was like, that really shocks me. I don't know why. I thought people would want to look like Kylie.
Yeah, personally, I'd go for Kylie.
Yeah.
But like you just said, I'm kind of the same. I think it's quite a privileged position to be in, to be able to say that you don't compare yourself to people, because I know a lot of girls really struggle with that. But I don't know how I've ended up this way. I don't know what it is, but I don't really let myself do it, and it doesn't really faze me like that. Like you said, I spent a lot of time looking at the pictures, don't get me wrong, but more so because I was just looking at it like in astonishment, like wow. Not then going, oh, but I don't look like that. Well, clearly I don't look like that. I'm 5'6". Like, I'm never going to look like that. Also, the interesting thing is, like, if your job was your body, then you're going to spend all your time working on your body. That's why she looks so incredible.
You see these people are like personal trainers, or they like maybe work part-time and they can go to the gym all the time. If you're working full-time, like in an office, you can't put expectations on yourself to look like somebody that has the time to spend time on their body. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's not even time. They're literally being paid to look after their body to the point where they are perfect. Like, if that was your job, then you would do it, wouldn't you? And it would. So
it's like the same. If you haven't done your paperwork at work, you've not fulfilled your job role. If you were just letting your body, like, if you're not working on your body, if your job is a model, or
then you're not going to get the jobs.
Then it's you don't fit the requirements. Like, it's just how it is.
Like, imagine if Kendall started packing on the pounds, she'd start losing jobs.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to think of it. Like, her body is literally her job. So and I've seen her tweet and say things like that in the past, where she's been like, guys, like, you do need to remember, like, my job is my looks. Like, I'm going to spend blah blah amount of money on makeup and fitness instructors and really healthy food planning and blah blah blah, because that's my job. But did you see talking of Piers Morgan, because we were just talking about Piers Morgan before we started, did you see what he said about the picture?
I did, but I can't remember. You have to remind me.
Because we have another topic that we're going to talk about a bit later on, and he's commented on both of them. Of course he has.
Oh, yeah.
He commented on the picture saying, if I was Kim and Kylie, I'd never take a picture next to Kendall again, or something along those lines. That guy just annoys me, but I also understand why he does it, because that's his brand. His brand is to annoy people. But I'm just like, why does he even think that he has the right to comment on that?
Why does he think that Kylie and Kim care what he has to
about
say?
Piers Morgan? Yeah.
This is what I think this is something that I feel like you do as well, Ellie, especially from like recent things that we've maybe found out about ourselves on our YouTube channel. Like when people talk about us, or when people talk about other people, like what gives you the right to have an opinion on like what we want to do with our life? If you don't like it, then I really don't mind if you unfollow me. Like I really don't mind.
Yeah.
So why does he feel like he has to have like
a say?
Like nobody asked that. Like people follow
not
him
even a
for
right. Just like, why do you think
right
that
word.
It's relevant? Like, why do you think that it has an impact, kind of thing?
Yeah.
But I saw someone who kind of worded it perfectly. When I was just like on TikTok this morning, and someone said like jokes on Piers Morgan, because does he honestly think that Kendall, Kylie and Kim would even breathe the same air as him?
Yeah.
Like, no. So do you think they care about his opinion? No. Not at all.
Because even Kim put a video, I don't know if you saw it, Ellie, when she said like, I just could remind me to never do a photo shoot with Kendall again, like blah blah blah. So even Kim Kardashian, who's literally like, she's beautiful, she literally is beautiful, she's so toned and blah 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 blah. She feels like self-conscious of standing next to Kendall. Everybody, every single person on this earth has these like worries about their body. Like, don't feel like you're like weird for worrying about what people think of you or what you think of yourself. Because
I do also think that obviously she always looks so skinny, so toned, so everything, but this particular shoot she looked more so like that than ever before, which is why so many people commented on it. And I do think it's because of the underwear that she was wearing, because that tiny little G-string that she was modelling, literally, you know when you wear tiny pants and they don't give you any lumps and bumps, not that she would have any anyway, but when they're that small, they make everything look much more streamlined. And I feel like that the underwear that they put her in elongated her even more, and like made her legs look even longer.
It was so low, it was literally
just covering like the cooch.
What about the under? Like, where are they?
Well, it says just covers the front.
I bet their under is very neat and tidy, let's be honest. I think that's probably quite neat and tidy, so I don't think maybe the normal civilian might not be able to just have a string underneath.
Well, she's got absolutely no excess fat anywhere on her, so it's this. I guess it's the same down there as well.
Yeah. But like, as always, Kim, as much as she gets talked shit about all the time, and all of them do, they are probably the most clever marketing. They market their brand so well. Like, this pair of triangle pants has broke the internet. Like, once again, again, she's broke the internet for bringing out a product. Like, this is literally her intention. Like, her intention is to break the internet, which she does every single time, and we all just talk about it like this because it's so interesting. Yeah. But that's the whole point. Like, she wants to sell the product, and she's done it. So she's very clever, I think. I admire that about them. They're very clever. And I don't know. I like keeping up with the Kardashians. I know you do, Ellie.
Yeah, and actually, I'd be interested to see whether like Khloe Kardashian said anything about it, because throughout the whole of the Kardashian series, she always goes on about how she has like quite a like big like area down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she always used to struggle with like camel toes all the time. So I feel like she would like find that quite funny that her sister can wear like the world's smallest underwear, and she would probably never be caught dead in something like that, because she goes on and on about having quite a fat bits.
Yeah, because also why was Khloe and Kourtney not involved with this photo shoot? Maybe they just didn't want it, but
they're just not as relevant
No,
these days.
I just think Kim, again, knows who's relevant. Like, even, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if Kylie's that relevant anymore. Obviously she is, but like...
Kendall's really taken the reins.
In this photo shoot, because I've not seen anything about Kylie, really. In this photo shoot.
Yeah, it was Kendall all over, really, wasn't it? But... Yeah, I think it's just been an interesting topic, like...
Isn't it crazy how Kendall and Kylie are literally sisters, like blood sisters? Obviously they're all like the rest of them are half. They are blood sisters and they are completely different body shapes, like other end of the spectrum.
I mean, I feel like Kylie's definitely had a Brazilian butt lift or whatever that's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, even before that they were very different. Yeah.
It's just kind of crazy. Like how you could literally be related to somebody but be a completely different build to them.
Well, one's taken after the mum, one's taken after the dad, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know what you like. What do you guys think about it? Like, we need some discussions in the comments because I love the comments on these videos.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Like, do you let those kind of pictures get to you, or do you think, like, because this was another side of it, is like people were saying, what gives us the right to comment on her body and say that she's like promoting like anorexia and blah blah. She's not anorexic. She's just very slim and toned.
Yeah. Like some people are just naturally slim. Like I know people that literally can't put on weight. Like they can't. Obviously, it just depends how you're made up. Like it just. I think I don't know. Well, I don't know.
But I've never really let it like personally get to me. Like clearly, what's the point of me comparing myself to Kendall Jenner? I'm never gonna achieve that, so it's completely a waste of my time.
I think I used to when I was younger. I definitely used to. Maybe not Kendall Jenner, but I don't know. I don't know if I ever used to do that. I don't know. I definitely used to when I was younger. I would have took this a bit more to heart, maybe. But now that I'm kind of like got older and I kind of like I've learned to love myself and blah 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 blah. Like you just kind of learn that these people are not necessarily real people and real everyday people like you and me. Like they're just not. So I mean, like,
anyone would look great under studio lights with hair and makeup done professionally.
And like they have probably known about this shoot for months. They have got ready for this shoot. They are not just walked off the street after a big massive meal. Like they knew that they were doing this shoot. They would have trained for this shoot. They would have eaten right for this shoot. Like it's not like I've just gone, I'm just gonna put on a little triangle pant today and take a photo. Like it's just not. No. It's different.
It was probably part of the plan as well. Was like, you're gonna wear this tiny thing. It's gonna be really controversial, and you need to like look the best you've ever looked. Like, and then we're gonna do behind the scenes saying like how, oh my god, could never shoot with her again, like blah blah blah. It's all part of the PR. It's all part of it.
So clever. I love it. But yeah.
What else is going on in the world?
Talking about the other spectrum of bodies, pregnancy bodies, everyone's fucking pregnant at the moment, honestly. I feel like the whole of the world is pregnant. But obviously, what's her name's pregnant? What's her name? Meghan Markle's
Meghan Markle.
She just announced it yesterday. Also, I saw, how cute, it was exactly, I may get this wrong by a number of years, I think they said 37 years, however old Harry is, since Princess Diana announced she was pregnant with him to the day.
That's nice.
That's quite cute, isn't it?
It's quite cute, actually. And guess who had a comment about that as well? Piers Morgan, of course.
I get what he's trying to do. I didn't see that one. I get what he's trying to do.
I might Google it.
He's so like annoying. He does have good points. I do see him argue, especially like I saw him arguing about like university fees and stuff. Like he does have good points, but then when it comes to pop culture, he's so like rude and like. Do you know what I mean? I think because he thinks he's up there with them, he thinks he can have a say, but in reality, he's really not up there.
Yeah. what he said was that the photograph was cheesy and an attempt for more media attention. Well, no, they're media people.
Literally everyone cares about this, so I don't know why he would think, oh, it's media attention. Yes, because we all actually want to know.
They're in the media. They're
like
literally part of the royal family, whether they've left or not. They're still known for that.
Literally.
Obviously, people care that there's like a new like heir to the throne being born. Saying it's an attempt for more media. No, just let them enjoy themselves, and obviously they're going to share that.
He would have something to say if they didn't share it.
If Piers Morgan was pregnant, he'd announce it because he's a public figure and they like the people to know.
And people like will start, if you don't announce things like that, people are like, oh my god, look, she's putting on weight, she's pregnant, blah blah blah. People will have something to say. Just, oh my god, why does everyone just have to chirp up about everything? Why can't we just be?
I don't think it's a cheesy picture at all. I'm looking at it right now. I think
cute.
It's really sweet. They could have gone like all out, like hands on the belly, you know.
Did you see the James Charles?
Yeah, I've seen the video. Another pregnancy.
When the photo, when it's like he's airbrushed the belly on, and everyone was like, like they could have done that, but obviously they're not going to do that. I thought it was quite tasteful what they did.
Yeah, it was tasteful, and it's black and white, and it's just. Obviously, they've got to announce it somehow. It's not.
You know what's cheesy? Like cheesy would be like how Ellie Darby and Connor Swift announced their baby on the hills and stuff. I don't know about you guys, but something really sticks in my memory about that video. I don't know if you noticed, Ellie, but Connor's shirt was really creased, and I just thought, if you have like millions of watchers, I would iron my shirt. That's all I'm saying about that.
I can't say that I noticed.
Oh my god, it really bugged me, and it still bugs me to this day. You just didn't iron your shirt. You would do that. Like, you're going on a video shoot, iron your shirt. Anyway, that's just my bit of comment from that.
Well, if you haven't been and watched James Charles's fake pregnancy video, I don't really know if I recommend it. It's not.
It was really boring. I thought it was going to be like, I don't know what I thought, but I do think he's a bit kind of like been there, done that now. Like, I don't really. Maybe he's not as relevant anymore. The next generation of relevant people are coming, I think.
I mean, I liked the concept, and when he had his friend in the video with him that is pregnant, I thought, oh great, she'll be able to like actually challenge him and get him to do like hard things, but then they ended up just doing silly things that like weren't actually proving how hard pregnancy is.
Like, I want to know about birth. I want to know like what it's like. I don't know if you're on this side of TikTok, Ellie, but I definitely am, where people tell you what birth is really like. Oh yeah, it's like please tell me what birth's really like, because like school doesn't, or that kind of thing. And they're like saying all these really graphic things about birth. I'm just like, I'm not giving birth.
Well, I follow this couple, now we're on this train. I follow this couple online called Neens and Deans, and they have her channel's like Nina something, I don't remember, but they have a podcast, and they recently had a baby like 8 months ago or something like that, and she had a really traumatic birth, and she goes into so much detail, but because she was trying to have a natural birth, she pushed and pushed and pushed, and basically did all of the stuff as if she was going to give birth, but then it got stuck like just last minute, so then she was rushed into emergency surgery, so she ended up having the recovery of both types of births because she'd been so close to giving birth naturally. She had rips and tears, but then didn't even give birth. She then had to have this incision instead, so she was like dealing with both. And then they did a video recently which was really interesting, which was all about like sex after birth, which that makes me cringe out, because I'm just like, God, I feel like I'm very in tune with my body, and that I can like imagine the pain.
Like the thought of like when they say they literally rip from your bits to your other hole to hole, it's literally dot to dot of rips. Like,
imagine going to the toilet after that. Like, I can't even comprehend how painful that would be. I saw
this one, and this woman was like, they didn't tell me, like, nobody told me what it was like to go to the toilet after giving birth, and she literally had all the stitches, and then she went to the toilet, and they literally all just burst, like all the stitches burst, because nobody told her like what it was going to be like. I can't remember what actually happened, but it all burst. Or like I've seen ones where they've had a cesarean and then they've done something too strenuous and it's burst and everything comes out.
God.
Like,
guys, would you be interested on a video to do with this? Because I could definitely get our resident mummy involved.
Oh my God.
Lauren, I feel like Lauren will be watching. I know she will be. So Lauren, would you be down for that? Would you be down for a video, another Girls on the Grind episode, but specifically about like birth and like post, like after birth? And
oh my God, I feel like it might put me off having babies. I just really wish they taught us this stuff at school. Like, tell me about birth. I don't give a crap about fractions or like all that jazz. I don't remember any of it. Like, I don't know any of that crap anymore. Tell me about birth.
Tell me about real things.
Tell me about how to rent a house, because that's my new thing this week. I've been learning how to rent a house from my mother. She's teaching me about bills. She's teaching me. I was like, I did not know you had to pay all this stuff. And she was teaching me, like, we were working out how much mortgage I could get on how much, like, tell me this at school.
Even things like how to insure a car or anything like that, like
how to take out a phone contract. It's more difficult than you think. How to
get a loan for something, like how to start your own business. Like,
maybe let's just pitch this to the government, Ellie, and be like, look, we need some sort of subject called real life, and we'll tell you all about real life. Maybe
it should just be called RL, like I'm going to real life. No, it should be called IRL. I'm going to IRL today. I feel like that would be everyone's favourite class, like learning about actual practical things. Like, it's ridiculous that everyone in the country, everyone in the country, unless you're homeless basically, has to either rent or buy a house.
Yeah.
And so if everyone has to do it, who are they learning from? I don't get it. And also, why don't we learn that? I don't get it.
Literally. It's like, even like talking to my mum, she's really helpful, but when she bought a house for 40 grand.
Yeah.
They're like £300,000 now. Like, it's so different. And I was just saying to her, like, I might be able to afford the deposit on the house. Can I afford to fill it? Probably not. I don't.
Yeah. And even if you had, like, this is just a whole conversation, but even if you had all the money for a deposit right now, they could still say no to you if you can't prove that you'll have the payments every month for however many years.
Yeah.
You have to be able to prove that. So often people will have enough to do it, but will have to stay in a job for another 6 months, a year to be able to prove something. I was talking to my parents about this the other night, actually, because my parents did everything quite fast after meeting uni, and they wanted to buy somewhere really quick, but they were basically told that they couldn't, so they had to rent somewhere for 6 months that they didn't want to do. My mum said it was like the worst time ever, but they just like pushed through the 6 months just so they could like prove basically that they could do it. They lived in a horrible place that they didn't like, but it was only 6 months. But yeah, come on, government.
Come on,
government. Wow, where is that time gone?
Oh wow, maybe we need to stop yabbing on now. That was quite
We've got to stop yabbing. You know what,
it goes quite quickly, Ellie, when we've had a busy weekend, so
yeah, we haven't
not been able to catch
much.
up that much. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed us catching up, because I definitely did.
Yeah, I did. So yeah, I don't know. We've got plans for a fun video coming up soon, haven't we?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a poll on Instagram because I want to know what people want to see. Because I think in reality we probably will do both of the videos, but what we're going to do first.
It's just what comes first. So go over and follow us on Instagram. It's linked in the bio. Linked in the description. Sorry, is it a bio or a description? It's a description.
I don't know. It's Ellie and Ella.juicy anyway, if you want to go and follow.
Go and follow us so that you can let us know what video you want to see next, and subscribe here to see the video when it comes out. It'll be a fun one. And also,
what the hell, thank you for the response to the last video, because I am just really happy about that. It's going up and up still. We're very
happy. The last video did very well. And thanks and hi to all the new subscribers that came over from that video as well. So yeah, and we'll see you next week for another podcast, and we'll see you before then for a fun video.
Yes.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later. Goodbye.